Hi guys, Josh here and welcome to Frames Per Second. Today we're shooting some Fuji Superia 800 Venus. Now I've shot this before for portraits on this channel, and so you can go check out those videos, but I haven't shot it for street. I've shot the extra for street, but not the Venus, so that's what we're going to do today around Melbourne. I got some shots of your Mia 6?
Yeah.
Cool, pretty.
Show off.
And here's Jasmine's little camera. Put it next to it.
I feel so emasculated.
So, Superia Venus is Superia Extra's much more saturated vista. That's one of the reasons why I like it quite a lot, and I use it for portraits, because I do want colors to pop a bit more, while with Extra, it's a bit more muted.
Jazz, you want a photo sitting on here?
Pete, sit with me.
Especially in Melbourne with all the graffiti, I just thought it was the right film to use, and if we're gonna compare this to Kodak stocks, it's definitely a lot more natural in color, and so if you want that warmth, obviously go Kodak, but if you do want the colors to be as they are, then I highly recommend the Superia 800 Venus. I like the 800 variations of Superia more than the 400 for some reason, and there's just a lot to like about the film. It's very versatile. When it wasn't discontinued, it was pretty decently priced. At the moment you can still get fresh boxes of it, but it's mostly just in the Asia market and in some places in Australia. I've kind of stocked up on it, and I'm going to keep stocking up on it until it disappears, because it is one of my favorite color films. And it's just really handy having an 800 speed film, especially something with great color rendition, that does give you something that's different from that Kodak look. And the fact that it doesn't eat light as much as Portrait 800 is also really handy if you are shooting at night as well. And that's one of the reasons why I do like it quite a bit. Of course, it is tricky to find, so I do understand if you're a bit frustrated that I'm advertising a film that doesn't get made anymore, but if you can get your hands on it, I highly recommend it. You can go check out photo shoots I've done with this film, and you can just see how well it handles color and how much they pop just a bit more than the standard Superia Extra.
Yeah.
Now, I was rating it at 400 here, so it was a bit overexposed, but that was more just because I wanted a bit more shadow detail, and I did end up getting what I wanted out of it, and the highlights weren't blown too bad because, hey, it's color negative, they handle highlights really well. And while I am more partial to the Kodak Gold warmth on most occasions, there is just something about this film that I do like just as much, even though it does have more of a natural look. And I think there are quite a few people that do want more of a natural look than that Kodak warmth. And so having a film like this does help quite a bit, especially when you're shooting at night and you want something that's daylight balanced instead of tungsten balanced like Cinestill. This is a film that I am kind of sad that it did get discontinued, but it's still quite available. And if you know where to look, you can definitely get your hands on some.
Just staring up. Is there anything I should fix my hair?
This is one of the funniest photos. It's just like these tiny jeans displayed with these jeans. So here we are in the night, and you're really seeing how nice and versatile it is. And this is very tungsten lit kind of scene, but it still ended up looking quite natural. And part of that probably is the scans were a bit balanced so that it did look a bit more natural, but you still have that nice kind of pop you can see on Jasmine's lips here. It just has that nice kind of red to it. And this was just some amazing Korean barbecue we had at Django. And once Korean barbecue is appropriate to reopen, I do hope to go down to Melbourne again and visit friends again, and I probably will stop by this place as well. But yeah, Korean barbecue I feel like will be one of those restaurants that is a bit slower to open post-COVID, so I do look forward to it though, because I do love me some Korean food. And so we're down to our last few shots, and one thing I found weird was that even though this was very green here, I mean you still see some of the green here, but it did kind of balance out to be wider, and I don't know if that's just because I'm overexposing it or not, but and then here you kind of get a really great color chart and see how well it replicates the colors behind Jasmine's head. And yeah, it's just a great film, and I highly recommend it if you can get your hands on it.
Hope you like the images. Let me know your thoughts on Superia 800 Venus as street. I've only used it for portraits so far on this channel, so I hope you're enjoying the street stuff with it as well. Feel free to like and subscribe, turn those post notifications so you know when there's a new episode. Anyway, I'm Josh, this has been Frames Per Second. Just get out there, shoot some film.